What's up, guys? My name is Brendan, and today I want to give you 5 tips to help you learn or master the touchdown rise. The TDR is one of the most popular setups in tricking, but it's also one of the most difficult to learn. So today I'm going to give you my best tips to help you either learn this trick or really master it. So with that said, let's get started. My first tip on the touchdown rise is to make it smooth and fast. If you want your TDR to be a strong and effective setup, it shouldn't be clunky and slow. It should be smooth. You should be able to effectively translate all of the horizontal momentum you get as you do your touchdown rise into vertical momentum on whatever the next trick is. So you need to be smooth and effective. But you also need to be fast. The speed of your touchdown rise will directly correlate to its power. So if your TDR is really slow, it's gonna be really weak. You should be fast. And if you can do a touchdown rise that is smooth and fast, it should be really easy to use as a setup. My second tip is to use your butt. When you do the touchdown rise, the majority of the flipping momentum comes from your bottom leg performing a front swing and kicking behind you. If you can execute that motion and really use your butt to pull that leg back as hard as you can, you will get a ton of power. A lot of the times I see people turn their chest too early and try and almost front kick into their touchdown rise. And rather what you should do is try and really set forward, kick back, use your butt, and then turn, touch that hand down and complete the trick. So when you do your touchdown rise, really try to use your butt. My third tip is to push off the ground hard. It's called a touchdown rise for a reason. You touch that hand down and then you push off the ground to give you even more power for whatever the next trick is. If you have weak arms and you're not able to push off the ground when you exit your touchdown rise, you're not going to be able to get your chest up and it's not going to be a good setup. So whenever you do a touchdown rise, make sure you use that touchdown hand to push off the ground as hard as you can. Tip number 4 is to build your control before you add the power. The biggest and most common mistake I see when I see people do the touchdown rise is they do this massive setup and then they do a crappy touchdown rise. If you have all the power in the world, it's not gonna matter if you can't control it and if you have bad technique. So before you start adding a big run up and a ton of power into your touchdown rise, make sure you have good technique, understand the trick, and be able to use it as a setup before you just go full blast. My fifth and final tip is to go off axis. When you do a touchdown rise, you don't want it to be perfectly vertical or perfectly horizontal. You should do it at an off-axis angle of maybe about 45 degrees. You want your touchdown rise to match the angle of your cheat gainer or your cork, especially if that's what you're using it for as a setup. If you're going to do a good touchdown rise, make sure it's not vertical, but just slightly off axis, about the same angle as your Gumby, your cheat gainer, or any other off axis flipping trick. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor, if you know someone who's struggling with the touchdown rise, share this video with them. This trick is kinda easy to learn, but it's really difficult to master, and we could all use a little bit of help. But thank you guys again, and please have a lovely day.